You know, I do not remember the first time I heard Hallelujah. But I'm pretty sure that the first time I heard Hallelujah, Leonard wasn't singing it. I think I must have heard Jeff Buckley.
The first version of Hallelujah I heard was Jeff Buckley.
Jeff Buckley.
I don't know, the Jeff Buckley seems to be the version, because I'm even shocked sometimes, even when you go on internet and sometimes you see people on television, they say, now I'm going to sing a song by Jeff Buckley, and it's Hallelujah.
Hi, I'm Mick Grondal.
And I'm Jeff Buckley, and you're watching 120 Minutes on MTV.
Jeff Buckley and Hallelujah probably wouldn't have come together were it not for St. Anne's. How did that happen?
By accident. You know, Arts at St. Anne's was a music theater series in this important landmark church. And we were just starting to do these multi-artist shows that investigated somebody's body of work. And Hal Willner and I were doing this homage to Tim Buckley.
Janine and I got in touch with Tim Buckley's manager, Herb Cohen. He said, you know, he has a son, or someone said he has a son. And I went, is he good? He went, he's better than his father.
I've always played music. I just have never pursued the music business. I never sent a tape to anyone or shopped myself. And then the very beautiful people at St. Anne's, they asked me to come.
And when he walked into the church that day, he was obviously the type that you could put in any situation to do anything. You could just tell it's just an instinctual thing, hearing him sing 3 notes, watching him play guitar, talking to him about all the different music that he liked. So he was a magic man.
Once I was a soldier, and I fought on foreign sands for you.
And then at the very end, Jeff's guitar string broke. So he sang it a cappella.
Do you ever?
And you could see the full range of his voice.
Remember me?
Something had been unleashed, you know.
And so he stuck around.
You can be heard performing live at the Chenet.
Oh, yeah.
He came in looking for a gig, and things developed very quickly. I believe it was Hal Willner, actually, told him to come in.
He started playing once a week. That was his workshop. And he would just play whatever songs he was learning. He wasn't playing any originals.
So I figured to pick my favorite artists, an artist that move a lot of people, or just move me.
Jeff would play music for me a lot, and it was a very natural thing for me to share Hallelujah with him, because we'd been doing projects at St. Anne's with John Cale, and I had heard John's version of Hallelujah, which I loved. And somewhere in there, I played John's song for him.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Hallelujah is a Leonard Cohen song.
Yeah, but baby, I've been here before.
I do the John Cale version.
When I've walked this floor,
I just learned it one night before a gig at Chenet.
before I knew you.
It's a great song.
And I've seen you
I wish I wrote it.
on the marble arch.
I didn't know the song. I knew it when he sang it. That was my introduction to it. It was amazing, and everybody knew it was amazing. Everybody knew he was amazing. So he's on his way.
So I brought the A&R guy, Steve Berkowitz, down there to see him.
The first time that I heard about Jeff was Hal and I are walking across St. Mark's Place. He said, oh, you know, Buckley's kid plays in here sometime. And he points at this little dusty club called Chennai. And we looked in the window and there he was. After like one or two songs, I just kind of grabbed Hal by the arm and I said, am I hearing everything I think I'm hearing? And he goes, yeah, you are. Hallelujah, which is so emotional and spiritual and so open to feeling and interpretation, good choice for Jeff Buckley. Jeff was an instrument of Leonard's in that song to turn it into something else.
His guitar playing on that is astounding. People always talk about his voice, which obviously, but his guitar playing is like crazy good.
I think musically he made it his own. Leonard wrote a beautiful song, and then Jeff made it sound like an angel was singing it.
Your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof. Her beauty in the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to a kitchen chair. She broke your throat and she cut your hair. And from your lips she drew the hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Well, Jeff didn't make it a better song. It was already a great song. You know, Leonard wrote it. But he did elevate the plateau of visibility for that song to the rest of the world in a more popular vein and maybe a less forbidding way than those dark, grumbly voices of those older guys who had done it, whether it was Cale or Leonard or Dylan.
I did see him end the show often with that song. It was so effective. It's just him. And it's very exposed. And he did make it sort of overtly sexual, which I think was really fun for him to do.
And what was the question?
That Leonard Cohen. Do you know whether he's heard?
I hope he never hears it.
Why?
'Cause, I don't know. It sounds more, to me, it sounds more like a boy singing it.
Jeff didn't live to see Hallelujah becoming the song it did. But after he died, of course, a lot of people did his version of that song.
This song was played by a gentleman that was probably one of my biggest influences and a number of other people as well. We owe a great debt to Mr. Jeff Buckley. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
The question is, if he hadn't have died, would that song have taken the place it did?
Jeff Buckley.
Hallelujah? Is that what you're saying? Ah, what the hell? For me, Jeff Buckley's Hallelujah is paramount to why I sing and how I sing. Hearing those lyrics come out of his mouth was the first time it really got me. I became immediately obsessed with it. I would put it on repeat next to my head when I go to sleep. I had like my little boombox CD player and just listen to it all night long, and it kind of informed a lot of my dreams and visions. It was what was causing me to reconcile my faith and my sexuality at the time. It was what was helping me feel a part of that narrative.
Well, darling, I've been here before. I've seen this room. I've walked these floors. You know, I used to live alone before I knew ya.
It evokes some of the most primitive human desires, and it marries it with a concept that so many of us struggle with, which is spirituality.
It's a call, it's a broken hallelujah.
Leonard Cohen somehow understood that Hallelujah wasn't a church song, but that it was actually a moment of realization that life can be desperately hard. And for me, that was just something I really wanted to say every day to myself as I was growing through that phase of coming of age and trying to understand what it meant to be young, faithful, and gay.
Hey, hallelujah. Thank you very much.